What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Prison Architect. We're here back in the prison. We last time started making our little semi-temporary holding cell, or not holding cell, cell block. That's the one. We got the holding cell, and yeah, in between episodes, I didn't do anything important. I just went through and put some lights in because it was getting kind of dark. So, yeah, I'm not planning on doing much in between episodes in this series because there's probably not that much to do in between episodes. I mean, once we get going, there's just going to be constant excitement and gang wars and all that kind of jazz, and I'm looking forward to it. Kind of, part of me is dreading having to run a prison all by myself, but I guess that's what you guys are here for, right? You guys are definitely going to help me out. So let's go ahead and, what is the bin for? Tidiness is important when it comes to contraband. Oh, so they throw out contraband. Okay, cool. Actually, you know what? Before we do anything in this episode, let's go through and look at some of this stuff here. So I think we need to get security right away because it's going to unlock our deployment screen so we can actually set, like, deployment up. Yeah, we can, allows you to permanently station guards and all that kind of stuff, but having just the screen allows us to keep prisoners out of areas that we don't want them in. Like, we're not going to have a random prisoner walk down into the warden's office and just decide he wants to go on the computer in his free time. So that's a good thing to have. I'm not sure if we can unlock more than one thing at a time. Extra grant is probably a good thing to get, and bank loan is also a good thing to get. Actually, what is tax relief? Corporate tax rate of just 15%. So basically we'll save 15%, which is good, but later because we don't have $10,000 to spare right now. So maybe an extra grant, that's probably a good thing to get because then we can get another little influx of money. So, all right, let's go through and place some of these objects for this cell so we can start cloning these. Toilet, since I have it out, we'll do 2 toilets, and then of course we need a bed. There we go, and there we go, and there we go. And now we can just go through and simply quick build this. We'll clone this by right-clicking and dragging, and then we'll just place these like this, and like this, and like this, and like that, and boom. Oh man, we're out of power. Alright, good thing there's no prisoners here because that could get very iffy. Let's go ahead and place a couple of these capacitors, I think. Maybe 2. You think that's enough? And also while I'm here, wow, talking, let's get a water boiler. And we'll place that right there because then we can run some hot water out to the prison. And I think the hot water doesn't need to... Okay, what I'm trying to say is the water pumps, I believe, have a range on them. The hot water, I think, doesn't have a range on it because it's not pressurized, but I could be wrong about that. So, anyway, actually, if anybody has played this game a lot, somebody please let me know what the pipe valve and the power switch are for. Like, I don't understand what those would be needed for, you know? Toggles the availability of water to any pipe connected to it. Okay. So, like, we could probably shut down a whole cell block. That's fine, but I don't see the point of that. Unless you can automate those later. Maybe you can. Okay, maybe this game gets really technical later, but I'm not sure. Let's turn this back on. And it might just switch right off because we don't have a capacitor in there yet. Yeah, of course. So let's control-click this and control-click this to make them high priorities. And they should be at least here by now. So yeah, there they go. And we'll switch this on. Boom. So now we're only using half of our power capacity. And the prison looks definitely lit up. And pretty nice so far, if I do say so myself. Let's go ahead and get the showers operational. All of this we're working toward getting prisoners in here as soon as possible. And by as soon as possible, I mean like now. So I think we're pretty much ready, except I don't think we have deployment yet. Should be getting here soon. 3 hours, okay, but we shouldn't have anybody here for another few hours anyway, so we're okay there. Let's, I guess, get some... I planned on getting minimum security people to fill this, but I think this is probably well done enough to get some medium security, and we'll, I guess, fill to capacity at this point. Fill to 2. Oh yeah, because there's only 2 cells here. Actually, you know what? No, let's fill to total prisoners of 6. No, did we have 10? There's 6 there, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so a maximum of 10 prisoners, all from medium security. So there we go. That should be pretty good. We're going to need 2 cooks in the kitchen. We're also going to need 2 of the... Why is this not connected? Should be connected. Anyway, we're going to need 2 of the guards. We'll place those when we get closer to having the intake happen, which will be 2 hours from now. And actually, now that I think about that, these aren't going to be done for 3 hours. So we'll have to go an hour or so without deployment, which is fine. Also, next thing we need is probably maintenance, and I don't think we can get that until this is unlocked. No, yeah, we can. Strange. You would think the warden could only do one thing at a time, but it seems as though he's a pretty good multitasker. Or, you know what? No, that's not going down at all. So yeah, you can only do one at a time. That makes sense now. That's exactly how I thought it was. So, alright, here we go. Let's go and quick build, clone these up here. Boom, boom, boom. That should be done now. The common room we should set up as well. Right here. And then in the common room, we'll have to place some sort of objects. And you know what? We'll place a phone booth outside. Actually, a couple of those outside. We'll also place a weight bench. And I'm not too worried about getting things like this over here. Even if this is temporary, we'll be able to dismantle all of this and then move it to wherever. So it's basically like a sunk cost for us at this point. The pool table will take up the entire room. You know what? That's fine. And then the TV will go here, and then we'll have probably one sofa that everyone has to fight over. So either you play pool or you sit in the sofa and watch TV. You can't have it both ways, and not everybody can watch TV at once. So yeah, things might get a little hairy, especially since we have gangs turned on. Okay, what the hell's going on down here? Where are my objects at? They didn't get cloned. Great. Alright, well, back to here. Let's clone this again. And now it'll place the objects. I apparently whiffed on that. My bad. That was a bad job from me. Yeah, so we should also take a look at this. So this is iffy for me. We're gonna have to think this one through a lot. So you can choose when people are in lockup, which means they'll be in their cell, then they'll have to go to take a shower, then they'll have to go back to their cell, and then they'll have some free time, which they'll be able to go into the yard or common room, and then they'll eat, and then yard is after eating. You know what? This is the default layout. I think we should stick with it for now. That'll be more important after we go through and have like multiple tiers of prisoners and all that kind of stuff. So I'm not too worried about it. We do need the maintenance, which is going to come online shortly. Well, 6 hours after. Wow. Yeah, maybe we should have waited one more day, but to get prisoners. I got to remember to finish thoughts. Wow. I'm trying to think as I do other things here, and this game requires quite a bit of thinking to do right, but I'm gonna get it down eventually, maybe, hopefully. All right, here we go. Boom. Okay, cool. So we can hire 2 cooks, although, okay, let's hire our guards right now. We'll put them out here. We just needed 2, and then we'll hire the 2 cooks to get the food started, and we get $10,000 from completing that grant. Cool. We're gonna need the medical ward, and I don't know where to put that at the moment. Maybe we'll start it here. Yeah, I like that idea. We'll start it here. This will be like the medical ward, and then this will be something. How am I? Okay. Yeah. Okay, now is a good time to plan this all out. So the medical ward will be here. The kitchen will be like one massive kitchen in here. And then we'll have canteens, like three or four separate canteens. Not sure if that's a good idea or not, though. Also, is that a thing? That is a thing. What is this? It's another notebook page. I don't really know what it says. This is really hard to read. If opponent is very weak in comparison, we'll back away from abuse. Huh. Interesting. I think this is like inner workings of how the game works. Not sure, but I now have, what, 2 of them? Something like that? Oh, you can actually expand this? Very cool. Actually, now that I expanded it, I don't like it. I don't like change. I'm just being honest here. So let's go back here, and we have 2 guards. Our deployment is still not online, but it should be soon. 56 minutes away. Great. And then we'll be able to mark this as like staff only, and then after that we'll be able to get the janitors, hopefully. When your prison is in shambles and grimy, as ours is now, it's not good because your threat rate will go up because people will get disgruntled pretty much. And yeah, it's not good. So, all right, you want to kind of work at that as quickly as possible. So there we go. This guy comes in and delivers your goods. And then we have a stack of uniforms. I'm not sure how many things are in the uniforms. You know what? Should we search it real quick? Let's just search it. Is there anything in here? Anyone trying to sneak anything in? I don't think so. There shouldn't be anybody. Nah. All right, so we have our first pool of prisoners. Edwards, plural, is going in first. And who's next? Donnelly. And then we have, what is this? Clive, Connigan, Noel, and Schaefer. So they'll all get into reception. And then I think from there they'll go ahead and get their cells assigned. What is this? There are no prisoners assigned to eat at this canteen. Yeah, well, it's not open yet. I mean, give it some time, canteen. What are you doing? All right, so they'll all come in here. They'll get their initial search, I guess, and then they'll get their uniforms. And hopefully they'll just be transported straight away to the cell. Actually, you know what? Let's open this for these workers. Yeah, so when you get your first prisoners, all the doors lock, so then the locking mechanisms go into play. And we have the fog of war on, which is why this is grayed out. We can't see this. So yeah, we can't see into these cells, so you can't see what people are doing. It's all very, very challenging. And this game, I can't say enough good things about this game. This game is so good. We have the water heater now, so we'll be able to actually run some hot water pipes out here. And we'll be able to get them into these sinks and into the showers so people can have a warm shower. And then we're also going to need a radiator, if I can remember where that is. You know what? The search terms are the best thing for you in this game sometimes. So there, we'll have a radiator. Should we put just one? Or, you know what? We'll put 2 of these things in here. And that'll be that. I know the kitchen will get very hot from the oven and all that, so we don't really have to worry about a radiator in there. But we are going to have to worry about getting hot water to the radiators. And where did I put them? Okay, basically all on one line here up to here. So hot water pipe, boom, boom. There we go. The hot water pipe should go in. Look, the first person to get a cell in this prison is Cleef. Cleef, what are you in for? Sentenced to 24 years for arson. Wow. He pled guilty, and he's only 21. So by the time he's 45, he'll not have a retirement fund set up, but he will be out of prison. So that'll be nice. The one thing about this game is that we can reform prisoners through education and stuff and get them out early. So hopefully we'll be able to do that efficiently here. But I'm not sure. Wow, what is going on over here? Oh, there we go. Yeah, and if you get people released from prison, you actually get money. You get like a grant for their release. So that's a good incentive to work toward. Also, look at all these people with pipes over here. Wow. All right. You kind of have to be careful in this game, in terms of like construction, and like all of these prisoners are here. So if one was sneaky enough, they could grab a pipe and then use it as a weapon. So you just got to be kind of mindful of that kind of thing. But I think since they're medium security, we won't have to worry about them too much. So everybody is getting their cell. Is that everybody? It looks like everybody. Noel is the last one in. Noel, what did you do? 10 sentence for false imprisonment. That's a sad day. He's got no family either. He's just got one father who's 60. So, I mean, you know, not too much time left, I guess, to come visit his son in prison. But, you know, whatever. Not my fault. Just don't be a dickhead and you won't go into prison. So, all right. Yeah, we got quite a few things done here. Is there anything immediate that we need to do? I don't know. What is next? They're in lockup for now for 2 hours, and then they'll be able to eat. And our deployment still hasn't come online. What the hell is going on? Oh, it just got approved, I believe. Actually, no. We have to actually hire the, not foreman, the chief before we can get that. So, there we go. Let's go ahead and knock some of these walls down. We'll build the chief's office, and that'll probably be the last thing we do in this episode. And so we can get deployment for next episode, so we'll be able to lay all that out. Where are you going with these pipes? Oh, they're going outside. That makes a little bit of sense, because there are 3 left to get in up here. And hopefully they'll be able to get down here and get to this before long, so we can actually, you know, start to get that office taken care of. Meanwhile, let's go check on the prisoners. Actually, we can't, because there's no guard up here, so we have 0 visibility. We also need to get laundry kind of set up soon. I'm not sure how to get that. Where? Oh, cleaning. Cleaning is a good thing because it hires a janitor. And is that it? Oh, and laundry. So yeah, that is the next thing we need for $2,000. It's quite a bit of money, but we need to do it. That's good. And then we need to start our medical ward. So we might be able to do that next episode. And I'll probably go in between episodes and kind of think out my plan a little better, so I don't have to do that on camera. I'll just kind of get my thoughts together. We'll get kind of a plan going so we can go ahead and execute it next episode. Let's go ahead and build this office as the final thing we do here. It's going to need an door. Yes, an-hole door. And then an office desk, a chair, and of course the filing cabinet for all that paperwork that we're gonna need to do in the prison. And then we'll zone this as an office. Where is it? Wow. Seriously? They should fix that. I mean, there's really no rhyme or reason to how these are thrown together. Please, just give me them in alphabetical order, or at least grouped by, like, thing. You know, greens to greens, reds to reds, or orange or whatever, and yellows to yellow. Come on. Anyway. Let's go ahead and hire our chief. Boom, requires office. Boom, he now has an office. So we can get deployment. You require deployment. Crap. So we need to actually get deployment. Alright, well, we'll get that, and we'll also get groundskeeper when we get the maintenance man. And yeah, so that'll be all in next episode, guys. Thanks for watching. Thumbs up this video if you liked it. Thumbs down if you hated it. And let me know anything in the comments, and we'll go into this a little more in depth next episode. Guys, till then, I'll see you then. That was a great sign off. Later.